ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who?
That'll do for today. What's up, brother? Good, bro. How are you? So today we sort of got a lower body session. It's a mix of sort of power work and a little bit of hypertrophy, a lot of injury prevention stuff. So the way the workouts are going at the moment is sort of the first half-ish of the sessions are all injury prevention and sort of about mobility, and then I end up moving into a little bit of plyo sort of stuff. Well, today especially will be about sort of almost sprint form for running, and then and like leg changes, and then move into a bit of power work, and just finish off with a little bit of core, just a couple other wee bits of icing sugar really, and then do a bit of neck work at the end of the training, because being a prop, yeah, it's pretty important to have a strong neck, and I mean, yeah, it helps out with your head knocks too. So yeah, get into that and see how we go. Bit fatigued today already, so gonna be a long day. Yeah, so it's basically on this app, and the trainer for the footy club, he sort of adjusts it to whatever you want to work on. I told him I want to be working on being more explosive and power for the season, and he's adjusted that, made tweaks to that program to suit me, and yeah, it pretty much changes every sort of four to 6 weeks, and then you update it, and it's pretty awesome. You just plug in whatever the session is. So today's this one, and it tells me the exercises there, and you just tick them off as you go. Plug in your weight, tick that off, and then it tells you at the very end, like through here, it'll say your total tonnage you've done, the reps, sets completed, it's like the length of the session, and it's pretty cool because it just keeps you accountable. You can look back and see what sort of progress you've actually made, or if you've been slacking. So no, it's pretty cool, and it's really handy. It means you can just turn up and don't have to fucking think, you can just do it. To be fair, this year and changing up and getting that program, it's like first time I've ever done this sort of training. It's quite different. Like a lot of the programs I've done in the past have been quite heavily like hitting your compounds and really pressing, and not too much mobility stuff that translates into the gym and then onto the field. And like, I mean, I've probably been a wee bit slack in my running so far, but starting to pick up now. But all this sort of stuff has translated so well onto the field, and I feel like I'm moving a lot better. I'm 121 kgs at the moment, and I mean, this is the best I've felt tracking around at that weight. Usually I feel a lot more like lethargic and heavy, and it's just hard to get around. You get puffed pretty quick. Well, I'm fucking puffed right now, but yeah, it's just awesome being able to change it up, and it's different, which is cool, because I guess you just got to sort of like trust the process with it. Like when I looked at it, I was sort of like, oh, it's a bit different to what I'm usually used to, but I mean, I've just followed along, and yeah, it's cool. It's weird how it works like that. I guess you just got to always be open to things and try it. And I mean, it's a different style, and I mean, I'm enjoying it, so it seems to be working. I've got some step ups and some jumps now.
feeling?
Yeah, good. It's pretty toasty today, so pretty sweaty.
Is it still part of your warm?
Yeah. So this is sort of, that first lot was sort of firing all the muscles up for what's to come. A little bit of injury prevention stuff, and then this is sort of all about trying to be controlled and locking out, and that's sort of trying to be explosive, getting off there with a bit of resistance. I could also be talking out my ass because I'm not a personal trainer, I'm just following the program. But so usually you just hit up a couple of the boys that have professional gigs that you know and just ask for a program, or I think I was actually working off one that was like I found it on like Reddit, it was like a Chilean rugby one or something, but I've been using that for a bit. But yeah, it was a lot of, still like similar, like go from like one thing to another, but none of this sort of stuff. It was more, I guess, you know, like dumbbell presses and squats and rows, a lot of like main muscle.
Bro split.
Yeah, bro splits kind of, yeah, but none of this sort of like finer work like this, which is the stuff that you sort of, I guess, bypass. And then, but it's also the shit that's actually so important, which I'm figuring out now, especially now you're sort of getting a little bit older with the footy, and you know, you don't recover as quickly on the Sunday, and all these little micro muscles, I guess, are so important because I guess they help to all the functions of the body. Yeah. But yeah, you get what I mean. I sometimes find the hardest thing because with the program it has like a timer under each lift, and it tells you you need to have 120 seconds or 180 seconds rest per set. And I'm used to, the way I used to train, I'd just go fucking bang, bang, bang. Especially with my ADHD, you're just like, do it now sort of thing. So sometimes it's hard to just sit here and let time pass while you wait. The dream would sort of be to be able to get in a position where you can just bounce around the world for the next wee while and just play in different leagues, hopefully semi-pro or higher. But I mean, at the moment I'm just trying to go one step at a time and not look too far ahead, because realistically footy's a game that it can end very quickly, it can be an injury or anything. So yeah, just trying to take it week by week at the moment and do all the things that I can do, which is in my own control. And if I do that, then hopefully I'm putting my best foot forward. And at the moment it's just get over there and make that top team and try to cement a position and go from there really. But I'm looking forward to getting over there, and I'm not going to miss Dunedin's winter, so it'll be a cool change up, and yeah, it's just going to be really refreshing, eh? Oi. Thrust.
So have you found, like, with being a prop, like, you're having to be a lot more mobile than what it was, say, 3, 4, 5 years ago?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the game just keeps progressing, and I mean, fuck, they're talking about not wanting scrums in the game. For me, it's like one of my favourite parts of the game. But yeah, you just got to get around the track. Like even like Bronco times and stuff, they're just getting less and less for what's expected of a front rower. And I mean, there's just some freak athletes out there. Like you look at like Taniela Tupou's like 130 kgs, and he's, you know, he can fucking fly down the sideline if he gets that ball. But I guess the main thing for me is you just got to, like, it's very easy to see guys like that and think, fuck, why am I not doing that? Or, you know, why don't I look like that, or whatever. But you just got to, I guess, keep yourself grounded a wee bit and just remember it's like you versus yourself. And realistically, I'm not going to look like Taniela Tupou or anyone like that. For a start, my genetics don't throw me that way. But yeah, just got to do whatever I can do that's in my ability, and just to achieve what I can, and just keep trying to progress week by week. And for me, I know what sort of weight I need to be at to be mobile and feel good and feel powerful. And yeah, the rest is what it is, really. You can't really change things, or yeah. But yeah, you're right. Like, it is getting a lot more mobile for props. They're wanting them to be able to get around the track and be expected to go longer, rather than, you know, get pulled off at 40 minutes and a new one comes on. There they go.
I love when that happens.
Just got to pay the power bill, eh?
How you feeling?
Not too bad. Got a little bit more of a rest with those heavier lifts in the middle. And this is sort of a bit of a finisher. A wee bit of accessory work. Those calf raises are for, like, help out with my Achilles. Had a bit of Achilles tendinopathy last season, so been doing a shitload of calf raises and that lately. And then obviously side holds, a bit of core work, and then a bit of tempo work on the leg extensions. And then yeah, just got a bit of neck work to go after this. But nah, feeling not too bad. Soon how fucking warm it is. Sweated out probably about 2 of these bad boys. Definitely isn't the most comfortable work, but it's stuff that's got to be done. It's sort of like those 1%ers really, and it just gives you that extra little bit of confidence when you do go into a scrum, or if it does go down, which it does, that you've done the right things and followed the right process to try make yourself come out of those situations all good. Fuck. Yeah, nah, it's pretty fun. Sort of emulates the scrum position, sort of, and obviously being a prop, you're throwing that bind out, and when you're stepping back on that bind, you're having a shitload of tension going through your arms and core. So it's to try sort of emulate that and holding yourself in that position. Obviously you can't get it bang on perfect because it's not a fucking scrum, but it's emulating it enough. And you definitely feel it and helps with that bind and everything. So it's a nice wee one I like to throw in there. And yeah, again, it's just so important to work on your core and neck if you are a front rower. Yeah, try to prevent as much injuries and do all those 10% or 5%ers, I guess, and they all add up and it helps. That'll do. Yeah, it's always good to just get it done, and especially if you enjoy it, it makes it that much easier. But they look like shitty exercises, but you do learn to love them. But no, it's good. Time to change your fucking top, I think, as well.